that, Joe. I gotta touch it, man.
Yeah.
Y'all got a pretty stern relationship.
Yeah,
I know you
yeah,
do. For him
yeah.
to come in and do the festival with y'all.
Yeah.
You know, recently he had a big situation on Matt Hoffa podcast. You know, everybody know what happened.
Yeah.
Joe went on there. He said some things, and before I say what I'm gonna say, I just want to know how you look at that situation with Joe.
I look at it as whoever thinks Joe is racist or something is retarded. Like, he's got to be like, yo. I mean, since we on the topic,
go.
If you have no knowledge of who you like, the ones that are going at Joe, if you have no knowledge of what a Cuban or a Puerto Rican or a Dominican is, they're black. You know what I mean? We're African Latinos. So the slave trade went through all of the, before they got to America, there was slave trades going on forever. That's how you have the Jamaicans and the Puerto Ricans and the Dominicans and all that through different slave trades. So that's number one.
Educate them, Balistic.
Right? You cannot be, if you go to Puerto Rico, there's a portrait. And it's a Spaniard, which is the slave owner, African, and then there's a native. They call them Tainos. That's what Boricua means. It's an indigenous, this is specifically for Puerto Rico. There was Tainos, I believe, in the Dominican Republic. But anyways, you cannot be one without the other, right? And for some reason, people think that Puerto Ricans or Dominicans don't know their heritage. Because there's some Puerto Ricans that be like, I ain't black, I ain't this, I ain't that. That's just, you ever heard a black person be like, yo, I ain't this, I'm Cherokee Indian. Like,
of course.
Bro, that's the same thing.
Right.
90% of us know already. So when you be saying, when people be talking, I'm like, bro, we know our heritage. Like we African, we a mixture of all that. You cannot be one without the other. So you not explaining nothing new. So that's why we already knew that. So that's why when you talk to somebody like an OG like Joe, when you bring Joe up, Joe from the Bronx, he's Puerto Rican, he's Cuban, like he grew up with fucking nothing but Puerto Rican and black motherfuckers all his life. Like there's not I believe, I don't want to go into that subject. That's not nothing to do with me or Joe or this. But anyways, Joe don't fuck with anybody. Don't fuck with black people. Put it that way. You know what I'm saying? Joe is the farthest from racist or whatever the hell they want to kick him out the culture. He is the culture. It's the hip hop started in the Bronx with blacks and Puerto Ricans. Whether you believe it was blacks or Puerto Ricans that started it first, that's besides the point. They was all there together. We all live in a fucking apartment building together.
Right.
We're not talking about a little apartment building.
So,
you're talking about complexes that are fucking huge. There's tens of thousands of people.
Yo, Balistic, I've never been in New York. Ever.
Oh, yeah.
I've never been there.
Bro.
Me either.
So a lot of these people that are talking about it, first of all, they that's the birthplace, obviously, of hip-hop. You know what I mean?
Bronx.
We know that. The Bronx. You know what I mean? Joe's from the heart of the Bronx. He's from where it started, for real. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of those people that be on the internet just makes people feel comfortable. They wouldn't go over there and say anything about Joe in the Bronx, first of all. I promise you that. Yo, Buddha look at that. Buddha say, yo, Buddha, because, yo, bro, you would not. You wouldn't dare. Maybe you might troll, pull a 6ix9ine, how 6ix9ine did. When he pulled up and he came early at 5 a.m. and you ain't gonna go doing that shit during the day. You keep doing that, you're gonna run into somebody that's gonna test you. So first of all, that's Joe, man. He's the legend, he's the OG, and all that shit. Just like he shouldn't even have to explain himself. And it's just fucked up to where we got this weird pocket of the internet where we had people just disrespecting not just Joe, every one of the OGs. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's people are just searching for something, I guess.
Well, see, that's the key, though. The ultimate is to conquer, divide and conquer, right? So this is what I say. Because I looked at a bunch of documentaries.
Right.
Even late Latinos, early Latinos, early Jamaicans, they said black people created hip-hop. But Latinos help bring it all to life. Like you just said, we all one.
Right.
So when they was like, Joe can't say nigga. Motherfucker, I used to wear Fat Joe 560, nigga. Right. I used to wear Fat Joe 560. And I'm going to tell you this. Shout out to my brother Teeny, man. Shout out to Tez, man. We used to have the big Parkers. Remember them joints? Bruh, it was something. pretty in there. You feel me? Excuse me, get away from the microphone. It was something pretty in there. Fat Joe is hip hop. Fat Joe is a gangster,
bro. If you was at the Apollo Theater, me and Buddha, you came, right? We came to that. And that shit was legendary, man. Like the shit Joe's putting this together. You know what I mean? He's bringing out icons. Dougie Fresh. Who was there? Refresh my memory, Buddha. Who else was there? He brought out Keith Sweat. And it was so many people. Slick Rick with the big chain. Man, that shit was crazy, man. Busta Rhymes. He brought out so many legends, like legendary nights. Joe made a lot of things happen for a lot of people. You know what I mean?
Our problem is us, all of us. That cancel culture.
Yeah, that cancel culture. I think that's some pussy soup.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't see how a group of people could, if somebody like you, I don't see how you could get canceled.
Yeah, but my thing is this: what if you do say something wrong? I say shit wrong all the time. I'm telling you,
right.
So this my thing to you, Joe. Look, come talk some shit with me. I mean, we're gonna get this shit right. We're gonna clear the air. Pull up and come talk to me. Because you never canceled in my book, nigga. You's an OG, man. You's a gangster, you a thoroughbred. Like Balistic Man just said, we all the same people, bruh.